Okay, I have here 2 racks of lamb chops. I'm gonna take off the fat and then I'm gonna cut it up. This is some of the fat that I removed from the first lamb chop, and then you cut it into nice pieces. If you want a bigger slice chop, you could cut here, but I like it thin, so I kind of cut between each bone. And 3 of these chops is like a serving. I'm washing the lamb chops in vinegar. And I have here some frozen sliced lemon. I'm gonna leave this to soak a little while here. I'm making the rub for the lamb. I have here garlic. Move these away. I'm gonna do this the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna peel and pound these. Chop this cilantro, the thyme, and the rosemary, and a piece of ginger. I'm gonna pound it in this mortar. So let me prepare this and then I'll show you. I have in here the thyme, cilantro, the rosemary, and some salt, and I'm gonna crush it here. I have here my the seasoning for the lamb chops. This is the old-fashioned way I wanted to do it. I had approximately like 2 tablespoons here. There's garlic, cilantro, or culantro, but also known as shadaveni if you're Trinidadian, garlic, ginger, and rosemary, kosher salt. To this, I'm gonna add some black pepper and some paprika to give it a little nice flavor, nice color. Okay, I'm adding like a 1/4 cup of oregano oil. One teaspoon of black pepper. And 1 heaped teaspoon of smoked paprika. One teaspoon of Maggi. I'm gonna make a little paste with this. I'm going to use my hand. Okay, this is the lamb. It's washed and pat dry. And I'm going to season each piece with this here. This is 2 racks and it would feed 5 people. Like approximately 3. I count them. I had 16 pieces, so they get 3 pieces. 3 pieces of the lamb. Make sure I ain't got no. Okay, so I'll come back and show you. This is the seasoned lamb chops. I'm gonna wipe this off. Cover it down, put it in the refrigerator. 2 hours later, I'll show you. Welcome back to Sautéed Cuisine. I'm cooking yellow rice. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil, which is 1 hot spoon to the pot. This is my yellow rice. 6 cloves of garlic, roughly chopped. One bell pepper. 1 medium onion. I'm adding 2 steps of tomato here. This is 2 Roma tomatoes to the pot. Let it fry. And this is half a cup of pear shaped tomato. This is frozen from my backyard. I'm gonna mix the 2 tomatoes together. The stove on medium high. Half a tablespoon of salt. Allow this to cook. It's yellow rice, so I'm adding some turmeric. 1 teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of thyme powder. 1 teaspoon of mixed spice. This got oregano, paprika. Have all this cook up nice. Get the onion and the tomato cook up in the pot. 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, I have 2.5 cups of basmati rice. I'm gonna add 4 cups of stock. This is chicken stock I make here. And bring that to a boil. No. Cover it down and bring this to a boil. That salt taste. Okay, the rice water is boiling, the water for the rice. So I'm putting basmati rice, 2.5 cups to 4 cups of chicken stock. Okay, I put the rice in the pot. I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon of brown sugar, that's the flavor, and 1 heaped teaspoon of Maggi, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and that's all I needed here. I'm going to turn this stove down, let it cook for 15 to 20 minutes. Then I'll give the rice a stir. Taste it. If you need anything more, you could add it on to this here, but this is okay. So I'm going to put it on medium low. Welcome back. I'm getting ready to fry my lamb chops while the rice is cooking over here. I'm going to put the pot there. Turn the stove on. Put it on high. Okay, I'm going to add the lamb chops to the oil. As you could see it, the oil heated it there. Add like 4 lamb chops. I want it fry good in the pan. This one here. There it is. I'm gonna add it like for 7 minutes total, 3.5 on both sides. Turn down the heat a little and I'll flip it. Okay, I'm removing the lamb chops from the pot. And you could do this in your skillet. But sometimes my skillet, I have my skillet here, it gets too hot. Wash my hands and then I'll come back to the rice. This is the rice here. Putting on medium low. I'm gonna fluff the rice up now. See? Another 10 moments, 10 15 minutes, that is done. It's basmati rice. Say cook it for 30 to 35 minutes. Okay, this is the rice here. Yellow rice. Look. Turn the stove off and leave it here for 5 minutes. I'm stir frying some, well, put in some garlic to saute here. Flavor up the oil. Okay, I add in my spinach. I'm keeping it on high because I don't want to stop the heat and let it spring a lot of water. I know it look a lot, but by the time it is 2 packets freedom. Half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to add some black pepper to this. Okay, allow that to cook down. Just want it salty. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You want the natural flavor of the spinach, not to season it up too. Just salt and black pepper, garlic, and oregano oil. Sometimes you could use olive oil, whichever oil you prefer. But I make my own oregano oil and it adds flavor and it's very nutritious. Here you have it. Sautéed spinach with nice juicy lamb chops and yellow rice. That's for dinner. Thank you for watching. Bon appetit. This is the finished plate here. Yellow rice, lamb chops, and sautéed spinach for dinner. Bon appetit. Like, share, and subscribe.